So we're going to start signing people up for shifts by coming back over here to the rostering tab. Now there are several different ways that we can assign people to shifts. We can assign them to one shift at a time using our prescribed shift patterns. We can also assign reoccurring shifts, so we can assign people multiple shifts at once. And we can also create custom shift patterns for individuals. So in order to assign somebody a single shift using the shift pattern that I already have set up, I simply hover over that time. So remember, for this one, I selected an 8-hour shift pattern. The schedule starting at midnight, so my shift patterns start at midnight, run to midnight to 8 a.m., 8 a.m. to noon, and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and to assign Clara, Connecticut to a Thursday shift from 12 a.m. to 8 p.m. You see we have the blue highlight here. I simply click there. And now that shift has been added to Clara, Connecticut. So now she's assigned for this shift. I can do the same thing for Anna, Alaska. So if Anna, Alaska was taking the shift right after Clara, I can click on this shift, and now she's been assigned. If I want to assign the shifts right next to each other, we can assign a second one for Anna, Alaska. If I wanted to assign a reoccurring shift pattern, so this would work well if somebody is typically assigned for the same shifts over a certain period of time. This is what that reoccurring shift pattern is going to work best for. To assign somebody up for a recurring shift pattern, I'm going to first select the person that I'd like to sign up for that recurring shift pattern. And then to use the current shift pattern that's already signed up, I'm going to select the person, select new shift, then select fill shift. We're going to select the time frame this person would like to sign up for shifts. Let's say they want to have from Wednesdays starting at noon, and they want this to be a day-long shift pattern. So they want to, I guess, let's do a week. So let's do from there to the next week. And then we want to repeat, so we can make this a reoccurring shift. We want to do this for weeks, and we could select the particular days of the week we're looking for the shift pattern to be available for. We can select how many occurrences we're looking for. Let's say 8 occurrences in the future. We select next. And it's going to show me all the different available shifts. So as we know, this particular position has a week-long shift pattern. And so it's going to display all the different week-long shift patterns that are available given the criteria that I searched. In order to add her to a particular shift, I simply select that shift by checking the check mark. For any that she doesn't want to sign up for, I leave it unchecked. And then when I'm ready, I hit next. Hit next. And now we see, since it has that week-long shift pattern, I went ahead and automatically filled in her shift for those weeks that she wished to sign up for. The second thing that we're able to do is create a custom shift pattern. So if they didn't want to sign up for this shift pattern for their particular position, for example, we know for the duty officer on call, we set this shift position to an 8-hour shift pattern. If Clara, Connecticut can only work, for example, for 4-hour shift patterns each morning, we can set up a recurring shift for her. In order to do that, we're going to start by selecting her name, doing new shift, create custom shift, and here we're able to create a custom shift for her. So let's say, for example, Clara typically wants to be on call from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. each day. So I'll set that up so we have 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. on any single day, shift start, shift end, and then we want this to repeat. Let's say we also want this to repeat on certain days of the week. Let's say we want to do this shift Monday through Friday. let's say I want to set it out for, let's say 10 occurrences. I click next, and it's going to display at least 10 occurrences at a shift for Monday through Friday, in which there's a shift open from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. So again, they're all automatically checked right now. If I'm going to review these and see if I want her to sign up for all of these shifts, if there's a couple that she can't do, I simply uncheck them. Then I'm going to go ahead and click next. And that's going to sign her up for those shifts. So if we scroll over, we see that Claire, Connecticut has been signed up from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. Here, I remember I removed this one, so it didn't sign her up. But we see it has her automatically signed up for those additional shifts that I put her in for. All right, so what I just demonstrated is how to sign somebody up for a shift. Remember, in order to sign somebody up for a shift, they first must be listed at the Resources tab. And then from the Rostering tab, we're able to sign them up for shifts where they have several options. We can either click to add a shift based on the shift pattern. We can add a reoccurring shift based on the current shift pattern. So if there's a week-long shift pattern, we can add that. And we can also create a custom shift pattern as I just demonstrated for an individual.